All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome, good evening, and welcome to the 2023 Awards and Pinning Ceremony for the Fitchburg Fire Department. I'm going to ask that everybody stand as the Honor Guard presents the colors. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Please be seated. As part of our service to the community, we want to make sure that we're addressing things from a critical incident standpoint, a post-traumatic standpoint, and a lot of times that's not just serving our community that way, that's serving our own firefighters. One of the individuals that we have on our department that helps us out with that process is our chaplain, Dave Jacobson, and he's going to step up for our invocation.
Will you join me as I pray? Gracious God, we gather here once more, united by a common purpose, to recognize and honor the brave men and women of the Fitchburg Fire Department. As we mark another year of service and sacrifice, may your spirit rest upon this gathering. In the face of danger and unique challenges, our firefighters consistently display dedication to their duty and the community they serve. I ask for your continued shield of protection over them, O Lord. I pray for your watchful presence to guide and safeguard them. I ask you to give them strength and wisdom as they serve. For the families behind these firefighters, shower your blessing upon them. May they experience your comfort and peace. We remember those who have retired, those battling health challenges, and those who have passed away. In the midst of life's trials and tribulations, keep the hearts of our firefighters steadfast and courageous. As we celebrate achievements and dedication tonight, let it be a reminder of your grace and the special calling to each firefighter responds. Bless this ceremony and every soul in attendance. In Jesus' name I pray, amen. We'll now observe a moment of silence for the 3 firefighters who passed away this past year. Thank you.
We recently lost Jeff Furman, one of our previous members, but in the past year, attending 2 services for previous Fitchburg Fire Department members, it's always humbling to talk to the families, knowing full well that it's not just the firefighter that provides service, it's also those that are at home. So we do recognize Tom Long as a lieutenant of our department and Nick Myers as a lieutenant of our department and Jeff Furman, who was a captain. So thank you everyone for coming. This is one of the best things that we can do over the course of the year is to recognize the service and the accomplishments of our firefighters. We don't necessarily look for accolades, praise, pats on the back, But it is nice to be able to share some of the appreciation that exists within our organization and within our community. So with that, we get to come together once a year and celebrate those things that ultimately serve our community very well. Those that have been on our department for a while. Maybe they've resigned or retired out of our department, but still, we recognize the service that they provided to those that we serve. And then beyond that, obviously, there's the extraordinary calls that also need our recognition to be able to address those things that are not typical, but we have a tendency of adapting and responding to. So with that, I'm going to welcome you, family, friends, community, to identify some of the things that we've been working on for the last year. And with that, I'm going to call up our mayor, Mayor Julia Rada-Frada, just briefly, who's, and it's, one of the things that I want to address is the fact that we have had the service. I'm not asking you to say anything if you don't want to. However, you can. Do you have anything that you want to say? All right. So, Mayor Rada-Frada was at budget this evening, and she's going to be doing budget for the next 2 days, tonight and tomorrow. So one of the things that we appreciate is her commitment to the department, her support of the department. And with that, I'll introduce you to Mayor Rada-Frada.
Thank you. Thank you, Chief. Good evening, everyone. Buenas noches. I didn't know about this, so the other thing I want to say, I am very happy to be part of the Fitchburg family, and and thank you to the fire department and the family for supporting your firefighters. And I also mentioned to the chief that you have my full support. The fire department is in my heart. You are my priority. We are gonna continue to support you guys in my role as a mayor. So. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. At this point, we're going to start introducing some of the firefighters that we have sworn in over the past year. I'm going to introduce and invite up to the stage our city clerk, Tracy Oldenburg, who is going to perform the oath of office to those that have recently assumed positions within our department. And with that, I'm going to call up our Division Chief of Prevention and Inspection, Mark Malekish. And so as Mark is approaching the stage, one of the traditions within the fire service, Mark, I'll have you stand right over here. One of the traditions within the fire service is to, when we bring somebody into our firefighting family, is to have somebody who is important to the firefighter pin the badge on their uniform. So part of this service is that pinning ceremony. And with that, Tracy, I think you got to turn it on.
Evening. Can you hear me okay?
Have you raised your right hand? You repeat after me. I, please state your name.
I, Mark Malekish,
Who was appointed to the office of firefighter
who have been appointed to the office of firefighter
in the city of Fitchburg, Dane County, Wisconsin.
in the city of Fitchburg, Dane County, Wisconsin.
Swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
I swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the state of Wisconsin,
and the Constitution of the state of Wisconsin,
and faithfully discharge the duties of said office
Thank you, Mark. You're going to be hearing from Mark a little bit throughout this ceremony. He's going to be helping out with some of the awards. I'm going to call up to the stage our firefighter interns, Caitlin, Tori, Alex, and Matt. All four of, there you go. These are our four newest interns. The intern program has been with the City of Fitchburg Fire Department since the 1970s. I mean, pretty much since the inception of this department. What it allows us to do is to bring brand new firefighters into the profession and to allow them an opportunity to gain education and experience, ultimately making them marketable within our profession. Hopefully, we can keep them within our ranks, but that said, we try very hard to make sure that if we're not serving our own department with career people, we're serving the fire service with quality career people. And with that, we're going to go with you, Tracy.
I, please state your name. Been appointed to the office of firefighter. City of Fitchburg, Dane County, Wisconsin. Swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States. Swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States. And the Constitution of the State of Wisconsin. And will faithfully discharge the duties of said office. To the best of my ability. Congratulations to you all.
All right, those that are pinning can step forward, please. All right, congratulations. Caitlin, did I call you Caitlin? I apologize. Now I'm wearing my glasses. Thank you all. You can have your seats. Next, we're going to call up our paid-on-call firefighters. These are folks that are either new to the profession or are those that hope to serve their community on a part-time basis. However, they're especially important to our staffing process because of the fact that we are a combination department. We're calling up our newest paid-on-call firefighters, Henaro Cruz, John McHugh, Austin Lynch, Jake Lynch, Cole Steege, right? Steege, see? And I even asked him his name beforehand, and Hannah Tarrant. We're going to be calling on them to take their oath of office for paid-on-call firefighter.
Have you raised your right hand and repeat after me? I, please state your name. Who have been appointed to the office of firefighter. In the city of Fitchburg, Dane County, Wisconsin. Swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States.
Swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States.
And the Constitution of the state of Wisconsin.
And the Constitution of the State of Wisconsin.
And will faithfully discharge the duties of said office.
And will faithfully discharge the duties of said office.
To the best of my ability.
To the best of my ability.
And congratulations to you.
One of the best honors that I can extend to a firefighter, especially one who has worked within our department as either a paid-on-call firefighter, intern firefighter, is an opportunity to make it a career. We had the opportunity to do that twice this year with Garrett Christian and Brian Balzano. I'll ask both of those gentlemen to step up so that we can issue their oath of office.
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Garrett Christian,
Who've been appointed to the office of firefighter
been appointed to the office of firefighter
in the city of Fitchburg, Dane County, Wisconsin.
in the city of Fitchburg, Dane County, Wisconsin.
Swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States
Swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the state of Wisconsin,
and the Constitution of the state of Wisconsin,
and will faithfully discharge the duties of said office
and faithfully discharge the duties of state office
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
Congratulations, gentlemen.
Those pinning these two gentlemen, please step up. All right, congratulations. Garrett, that new scratch on your badge, you'll always remember this evening. All right, and then the last penning that we are going to be doing is the promotion of one of our firefighters to the rank of lieutenant. And if there's one thing that I can say about the company officer role is that it is probably one of the most influential positions within the fire department. This is our first line supervisors, those that provide basically what amounts to the types of things that we're going to be doing that day, the motion and the motives behind it, and basically allow us to provide a service without having too many chiefs involved. The idea of having the lieutenant in the fire station is to provide the training, the motivation, the excitement, and ultimately is a mentor for many of our newer firefighters. So Dave Zelke, I'm going to have you step up. We'll do your oath of office for the position of fire lieutenant.
Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, please state your name, who've been appointed to the office of firefighter in the city of Fitchburg, Dane County, Wisconsin. Swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the state of Wisconsin, and will faithfully discharge the duties of said office to the best of my ability. Congratulations.
the Zalecki clan. So is Joey here? Which one is Joey? Okay, so story about Joey is the reason his dad is in the fire service is because of the fact that Joey was delivered by one of our firefighting crews. So truly part of the family. All right, then we get into our service awards, addressing the years of service. So basically with our awards, we have a couple of different variety of awards. The awards that we provide are either civilian service awards, primary service awards, or discretionary. Part of our primary service awards is recognizing somebody who has provided service to our department for a number of years. The first group that we are going to acknowledge for their years of service is those that have served on our department for 2 years. Now, why is 2 years important? Typically, we'll see 5, 10, 15. But at 2 years, these firefighters have been on the department long enough to be past their probationary period. They have served on our department in a way that allows them to provide service at greater levels. They could be driver operators. They could be doing a number of different things that we require of our firefighters to staff the vehicles. But ultimately, we know that they have committed the time and effort into this profession to the point where they have worked beyond their probation. And with that, I'm going to call up Brian Balzano, Molly Schultz, and Matt Sukamil. The next group that we're going to recognize is those that have been on our department for 5 years. Corey Dahman, Megan Myers, Hans Schwarter, and Susie Jenin. Next is our years of service. We're going to bring up our 10-year employees, Andrew Eastman, Brian Hotchkiss, and A.J. Miller. All right. Now we go on to our years of service. And there, with these awards, there are a couple of things that are also introduced. They will get their service ribbon that they can wear on their uniform. All of our length of service recipients get a ribbon that they can wear on their uniform to identify the fact that they've served our community a certain amount of time. In addition to that, those moving on 15, 20, 25 years of service will start receiving plaques to identify the significant amount of time that they've spent with our organization. So I'm going to bring up Dave Zolke, who has 15 years of service with us. Next up, is Jeremy here? There he is. Hi, Jeremy. So Jeremy Brueggemann, 20 years of service. Next up, for 25 years of service, Dale Struckmeyer. Lieutenant Dale Struckmeyer. There he is. Steve here, Steve Black. Steve Black, 25 years. We will recognize Wayne Ashbach. He has 30 years of service with the department. Don't see Wayne here tonight, so let's at least acknowledge his service. And then also with 30 years of service, Jason Ladwig. So then we have retirement awards. For those who have served our department for a number of years and are no longer serving, we want to recognize the years that they put into our department. If here today, I didn't see anyone. However, let's acknowledge Brad Way, who is a lieutenant with our organization. Brad had 13 years with us, and then 15 years for Andre Braun and Doug Clemens. So as we get into the discretionary awards, I'll say that our awards and recognition policy allows us to recognize our firefighters and those in our community The Awards and Recognition Committee is put together in order to be sort of a board of their peers that are allowed to then take into consideration all of the facts surrounding the nomination. They then will address the recommendations for the service or for the award being issued. I would like to, at this time, recognize those that have served on that committee. Wayne Ashbach, Scott Westfall, Jason Ladwig, Jesus Villagomez, Kim Miller, Rob Kunze, and Chad Grossen have all worked together to bring forth the awards that you see before you, and they've processed the nominations that we've received. As chief, I have one award that I can award without the use of the awards committee, and that's the Chief's Award. So many of these awards that you see here tonight have been received as a result of nominations from their peers and then recommendations from the committee. Another thing that's important to note is the purpose of this ceremony is to honor those members, retirees, civilians who have basically provided something within the community, the city of Fitchburg. We want to make sure that we acknowledge their service and their accomplishments. This allows us to become aware of the fact that we have people that are worthy of these honors and give us the ability to provide the utmost respect and recognition in the highest traditions of the fire service. It's a duty of every member of our department to be able to address those nominations, bring them forward, and make sure that we're aware of those things that maybe the chiefs don't see day in, day out. We're not on every single call. And it's the work of our firefighters to bring those special calls to our attention. So with that, upon the receipt of a nomination, the recognition committee will review the nominations, verify the event, the actions taken, the award qualification, and the individuals involved, and that is then brought forward to me with those recommendations, which ultimately then becomes this ceremony. So the next part of our presentation here has to do with the discretionary awards. Discretionary awards start out with the civilian side. We have a community service award that we are able to issue to anybody in the community that has provided service to the city of Fitchburg and its fire department. Today we are recognizing two individuals who serve on the Fitchburg Building Inspection Department. We have sort of jokingly called them the FBI for Fitchburg Building Inspection. But what they provide to us is a number of different things, from building inspection, plan review, code enforcement. They work hand in hand with us. And where this was quite evident this year was how they worked with a brand new division chief that we put on as a result of our recent hire. I'm going to ask Mark Malekish to come up and help me present two individuals from our building division, the Civilian Service Award, which is going to be presented to Jack Pearson and to Paul Scott from our Building Inspection Department. Paul couldn't make it, but Jack is here to accept on both, the behalf of both. All right, the next one that I'm going to call up, I'm actually going to have special recognition here from our intern. So Jesus, do you want to step up real quick and present to our recent graduates of our intern program a plaque that acknowledges the hard work that they put into the program. Yeah.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for coming. I appreciate you guys being here. Super proud of this moment. Special recognition to the interns that have completed our program. It's been a huge staple of our fire department for many years, even before I came on. So it's obviously dedication and commitment to your 2-year internship, completing all your education as far as your training, physical training. So thank you, and I hope you guys enjoy the awards that we have for you guys. I just want to give a special shout out, Lieutenant Struckmeyer, welcome back, and we're very proud of you. So kudos to you. The interns, please step forward. Brian Balzano, Anthony Edge, and Molly Schultz, please.
So the completion of that program is significant. It is one of those things that allows us to identify the work that goes into the fire service day in, day out, not just the emergencies, it's stuff that happens in the station too. It's that constant gentle exposure of professionalism that gives them an idea of whether this is the job for them. And when we send our interns out after graduating this program, we can confidently say that they're ready to do the job. Jesus is one of the graduates from our program. We've got Manny here, who pinned his brother today, who's on the City of Madison Department. Anybody here who's been on our intern program, just stand, please. Some of them in the back are already standing. So it gives you an idea of some of the things that this program has achieved. Thank you, everyone. You can sit. But the idea behind this is typically our placement rating within the profession with our interns when they've completed this program, graduated out, is about 95%. It's significant. So it's a wonderful program. I'm glad that it continues, and it's worthy of recognition. Next thing that we're going to be addressing is some life-saving accommodations here. This is part of our discretionary awards. These awards are typically presented about once a year, and with that, the different awards that we will be receiving today, one of which is the Life-Saving Commendation. Life-Saving Commendation is intended for an individual directly responsible for saving a human life. This award shall be issued to members for saving a life through various actions and who, above and beyond normal duties and responsibilities, are instrumental in saving a human life. And there's a couple of things that need to happen in order to receive this award. The patient was critically injured or in imminent danger of death. The actions of the recipient were directly responsible for saving the person's life. And the patient recovered and, if transported, was discharged from the hospital. The member of the department that receives this commendation is identifying themselves as a true professional and able to deliver the skills that they have been trained to provide, whether that is on duty or off duty. So with that, we're going to start out with the first life-saving commendation that is presented to the following firefighters. And as they come up, I'll give a brief description as far as what happened. Scott Westfall, Kevin Kelm, Austin Doberstein, and Brian Hotchkiss. So on February 5th, 2022, 63-year-old male patient off of Yarmouth Greenway was in cardiac arrest. Med 46 from Fitch Rona EMS and Engine 2 from Fitchburg Fire responded and provided assistance. As indicated by the specifications of this award, the patient did walk out of the hospital. So congratulations. So Chief Molekish and I are going to tag team these, so you don't have to listen to my voice all night.
On February 25th, 2022, a 58-year-old male patient went to the hospital after a cardiac arrest. The crew that was on board was Medic 46 from Fitchburg EMS, as well as Engine 2. If I could get Lieutenant Dave Berman, Firefighter Wayne Ashbach, Firefighter Sukamel, and Firefighter Collins to come up and receive your life-saving award.
All right, the next one is going to be, so if you are in cardiac arrest, just realize that you're going to want to be in Engine 2's territory, because a lot of these are coming out of Engine 2's territory. I'm going to ask Alex Wickman, Doug Clemens, Megan Meyer, and Wayne Ashbach to step up. On March 21st of 2022, a 63-year-old male patient was in cardiac arrest off of Yarmouth Greenway. They responded with Medic 43, and once again, patient went to the hospital and was able to be released as a result of their care and treatment. If I could get Firefighter Block, Firefighter Schwerer, Firefighter Westfall, and Firefighter Zalicki to make their way to the front. On April 17th, 2022, a 26-year-old male went into cardiac arrest. These fine gentlemen arrived on Engine 2, supported by Medic 46, Andrew Jensen and Chip Hinckley, and were able to revive this patient. Congratulations, gentlemen. All right. Next one, I'm going to ask Firefighter Villagomez, Chief Rob Coonsey, Firefighter Jason Gonzalez, and Firefighter Schultz to step forward, please. On April 30th, 2022, a 57-year-old female patient off of Fish Hatchery Road succumbed to cardiac arrest. I shouldn't say succumbed, was actually treated, transported, and released from the hospital as a result of the care provided by the responding crews. The responding crews were Fitchburg Medic 43 and Engine 3.
If I could get the following to come to the front. Fire Chief Joe Pulvermacher. Engine 3 crew with firefighter Villa Gomez, Dustin Roeder, Matt Zucamil, and Lieutenant Zolke.
That was an interesting call. One of the things that you never enjoy going to a cardiac arrest, but to be able to watch your crews work in a professional manner where they know exactly what they need to do. This was a pickleball incident where I was at City Hall already, was able to respond in with an AED, but then the care that was provided after that initial effort was remarkable. It's good to see. And it's something that not everybody gets to see from a community perspective. I mean, we have patient confidentiality, right? So we don't go out there and tell people what we do after we've done it. But at the same time, to be able to watch it being done is remarkable. And it was a proud moment that I'm, once again, grateful to be chief of this fine organization. All right. That brings us into our next set of unit citations. Unit citations, this is accommodation that may be presented to members which shared a common assignment. The members of the department who performed a notable act of distinction in the performance of duty and reflects on the integrity of devotion by the recipients. In this situation, we have 2 unit citations, both vastly different incidents. The first one, I'm going to ask that Division Chief Jeff Berman, Firefighter Wayne Ashbach, Firefighter Jesus Villagomez, Firefighter Andrew Eastman, Firefighter Molly Schultz, Firefighter Brandon Ryder step forward, please. As they're coming forward, I'll give you an idea of what happened on that evening. So this was a situation where they were dispatched to an animal rescue on Highway 14 and County Highway MM. There was a trailer that was flipped on its side, and the road conditions were extremely slick and dangerous. The driver lost control over a bridge, and the trailer was occupied by a horse. The driver denied being hurt and stated that she needed help getting her horse out of the trailer. The rear of the trailer was open, but the divider was threatening the horse with potential crush injury. They used struts to basically support the divider. The horse was on its right side. It wasn't moving, but it was breathing. And the owner stated that it cannot be on its side for long periods of time. The animal weighed 1,300 pounds. The horse's front legs were wedged. Firefighter Wayne Ashbach was called for suggestions, and those that know Wayne know that he has a distinct, his knowledge in that field is remarkable. He was called to assist with that situation, and he in turn called the Wisconsin Large Animal Emergency Response Team. Firefighter Ashbach responded to the scene from home after that. The crew that was on scene while Wayne was responding in used an 1 3/4 hose to wrap around the horse's head and front legs in order to try to alleviate the pinching that was occurring in the corner of the trailer. Engine 2 requested a response from the closest engine for further manpower. They were able to receive a response from Oregon Engine 1. Prior to Oregon Engine 1 arriving on scene, they were able to free the front legs, and the animal had enough energy at that point to right itself. The crew provided a barrier so that the horse would not run away as soon as it was freed. A veterinarian arrived on scene and was able to assess the horse for injuries. They waited for another trailer, and the trailer was loaded safely and able to be removed from the highway. One of the things that I will say about this call is it reflects the overall importance of the role that we provide in what ultimately is a very mixed community. We strive to identify our identity within this community because we go from urban, suburban, rural, and agricultural all within a matter of 5 miles. And this is a perfect example of where we need to have a skill set that allows us to respond to all of our neighbors, to include those that own farms and are agriculturally based. We had just received, and this is stuff that happened over the course of the last year, and in part by some of these incidents that we responded to, training with large animals, specifically horses. And with that, it is my honor to present to this crew a unit citation for their efforts on that evening. All right. Next award that we are going to be awarding is another unit citation. Going to ask the following members to step forward. Lieutenant Zulke, Firefighter Ladwig, Firefighter Schwarer, and Firefighter Arps. This unit citation, wow, Dave, this one goes to you, right? Full circle. Joey, you're going to like this one. On November 4th, Fitchburg Engine 3 responded to Greenway Cross for a medical call. Upon arrival, they were presented with a female patient who was in imminent labor. So between the crew and between the Fitchburg Fire Department and Fitchrona Med 43, they were able to move the patient to the ambulance. Obviously, these things happen quick, and they needed to act quick. Lieutenant Zulke was able to drive the ambulance, and Firefighter Schwarer was able to assist in the back of the ambulance. Baby stayed with mom until they got into the parking bay at the hospital. And then it's at that point that Fitchrona Med 43, along with the assistance of this crew, were able to deliver a baby boy. So the thing that is remarkable about this is not just the initial care that took place, but it's the care that took place after, to be able to move mom and baby up to the birthing unit and to provide that care that is required once a baby is delivered. So, unit citation for assistance during labor and delivery. The next discretionary award is going to be our Exceptional Duty or Excellence Award. With this award, this is a commendation awarded to a member of the department for a highly credible accomplishment bringing a claim to the department, and providing devotion to duty or service. I'm going to ask Division Chief Malekish to come up and present this award as he was one of the nominees. Nominators.
To make a fire department work, everything you've seen earlier tonight has to occur, right? Everybody goes out and they do their very best on scene, and we work like a well-oiled machine. Super proud of that. Behind the scenes, what most people don't see is a lot of time spent trying to get things organized, trying to make things work correctly so that everybody out in the field can do their job. In October of 2022, the decision was made to pivot away from a system, a records management system called ESO, to a much more robust records management system called EPR Fireworks. To do this meant setting the new software up to help the department manage all the aspects of our business. This includes, but is certainly not limited to, asset inventory, training records, incident reporting, including required uploads to the state, and management of properties and code enforcement inspections. Unfortunately, business doesn't stop while a fire department gets its software set up. The operational needs of the department just can't be put on hold. Rather, they continue even as we learn how the software works and is organized, an incredibly challenging task. Further, the average firefighter or fire officer is, well, a firefighter. We specifically didn't get into this business to do records management or information technology type tasks. What is needed is someone who understands the nuances of the fire service as well as a records management system and a good working knowledge of how IT systems work. For Fitchburg Fire and Rescue, we are incredibly lucky. We have someone just like that on our team. Mr. Andrew Eastman has been instrumental in the successful implementation of EPR Fireworks software. He's spent countless hours working quietly behind the scenes to make sure that all aspects of the software work correctly. Andrew's knowledge of the records management system has been critical in working directly with the developers. He works directly with the developers of the software to make it work specifically for Fitchburg Fire. Most recently, he has been an incredible asset to me, which is why I'm super proud to be up here and mention this. Andrew has spent an insane number of hours behind the scenes doing the work that none of us either know how to do or want to do. To that, Andrew, I say thank you, and come on up. We'd sure like to give you an award.
All right, the last award that we have this evening is the one that I get to give out, the Chief's Award. The Chief's Commendation is awarded to a member of the department for a credible act in the line of duty which is commendable in nature and displays admirable initiative and accomplishment. It is my discretion to be able to provide a name for this award. One of the things that I look at from a chief's perspective is the amount of assistance that I need. Sort of indicated with what Mark just told you, I don't and can't be, and I am not, always the smartest person in the room. The intent, however, is to find the intelligence that exists within our organization, to be able to work with those who are really good at something, whether it's firefighting or otherwise, The person that I selected in order to receive the Chiefs Award is somebody that, regardless of what I asked them to do, looked for reasons to say yes and not no. And it was very few and far between where I would ask for a favor and it wouldn't be done. This is somebody who has impacted a number of the things that we do, the things that aren't necessarily seen when we respond on calls. However, the logo on our shirts, the things that we use in order to identify peer support through a web-based platform are all indicative of the work that this man has done. And with that, I would like to call Kevin Kamlup to receive the Chiefs Award. The fact that Kevin is up here in an Honor Guard uniform also just gives you an idea of what he has done. Honor Guard, he has worked with our explorers. I mean, seriously, this man has done a lot for our department. He's not a career member, he's a part-time member. He's got other things that he does. He was working on school, he is working on his own job, and yet he has provided us with a tremendous amount of assistance. We have that throughout our department. This is a very difficult award to present because there's so many that could receive it. The idea is to find somebody who has exhibited exactly what Kevin did to be able to identify the award and how it's presented. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, that is our awards and pinning ceremony. I very much appreciate the time that you have spent to acknowledge our firefighters, to be there for our firefighters, family, friends. I mean, you know the work that they put into this job, and they can't do it without your support. Your support is essential and something that I very much appreciate. It's great to see you here at the fire station. We look forward to seeing you next year. Enjoy some cake. We have some refreshments. And thank you all. We'll see you later.